So tell us about the whole prospect for live on the phone or live webcast, and you know, in the music field, which you guys are really big in, that's a part of it. What is the value, and how will live develop in your opinion?
Very good question, and I think live will always be good for certain occasions, for certain events, or something happening or so. But if you do an interview like this, I don't think live has the biggest value, because if you do it live, it's uncut, it's too long. I believe in the internet age, the sweet spot is kind of between 2 and 5 minutes videos, and that's also where you can monetize the most, you know, with advertising and all that. If we did a live interview and then it's half an hour long, it's good for the people who watch live, but for all the ones who watch it afterwards, which is half an hour long, there's not many people watching it. If the video is only 2 or 3 minutes with only the highlight, I think that has much more value. So live is good for certain occasions, but most of the time in the internet, you don't want to watch things live, you watch it on demand. And that's what, I mean, BTV is not live, you know, it's high quality edited content. And that's, I think, still the prime market for video and also for advertisers.
Okay, tell us, Daniel, about how your video is searchable. As you mentioned, it goes through applications and networks with fans, but how is it discoverable, or how is it searchable, and how does that work?
Kyte is an enabling platform. We're not a destination, so you don't go to Kyte and search for content. It's searchable via the destination. So on 50 Cent, you go to his site and then you see all the content there. Or in Europe, there's some portals who have now all the best hip-hop channels of Kyte, which is dozens of them, and then you see all the content there. And then of course via Google, SEO picks it up as well. But we per se don't offer now that you can search from, if you're on a BTV channel, you can't search for a CNN channel there. We really focus on those domains. Just they're all like, BTV is its own domain basically.
So Daniel, tell us how about you know, viewership. You know, for some of the artists, I understand 50 is getting a lot of traffic, and you're streaming a lot of videos. Give us some ideas about 50 and maybe the Kyte overall.
Yeah, 50 Cent right now, he does between 150,000 and 200,000 views a day, which is in the music industry is massive. And on his channel, he started in November last year, I think, and he now has over 22 million views on his channel, so which is amazing, and it has exploded. His channel is embedded in 30,000 websites. Imagine, when he does a new video, if it's live or not live, it goes to 30,000 websites right away, and then people can watch it there. On a lot of famous hip-hop blogs, social networks, and of course his site as well. Overall traffic has exploded, like 50's traffic has exploded, and compared to half a year ago, we need a lot more servers than then.
So speaking of the future, and just in closing, where will you guys be in a year, do you think? Where do you hope to be?
Well, what we want to do is we really want to facilitate distribution and production of content for brands. And brands, that's our main focus. Brands can be radio, can be TV, can be music, can be bloggers. Ariane Huffington has been using it. She was recently on Jay Leno and in the green room. She was kiting. And then of course, also add the monetization platform and prove the business model. That's the key now. In the next 6 months, we've got to prove the business model that a blogger who wants to use Kyte, who has an audience, should also be able to monetize that.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job, man, and congratulations.
Trying.
You're big in the music business.
Thank you.
How do you like stay up and party all night with the rappers and then run a startup and with big venture capitalists?
Hey, I was 6 in the morning this morning. I was running in the Central Park. I wasn't partying last night. No.
All right, man. Well, listen, great to see you.
Thanks, Andy.